Alright, I think we're live. What's up, motherfuckers? Oh, hell yeah, look at all this shit. Just picking up random shit. That's what we're about here. Okay, yeah, we don't want none of that. Why isn't everything popping up? I need shit to be popping up. Please, pop up for me. Thank you. Alright, we clearly need to change spots, because holy shit. Alright, we'll take that blue charm. Oh, fuck. Alright. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, howdy, hey. So, right now, we're just training defense. We're not doing anything interesting. We're not doing anything revolutionary. We just be training defense, my friends. Okay, yep, there we go. This is all the shit I wanted to pick up, but couldn't pick up. But look at that, we picked it all up. Everything is good. Fire orb, pure essence. We want to pick up that pure essence, obviously. There we go. Oh shit! Like we're almost done. Look at this. Look at this. Unacceptable. Okay. I mean, should we turn on prayer? What's going on here? This is ridiculous. Why am I not attacking? Fuck you. All right, there we go. Okay, let's go back over here. There we go. Hell yeah! Look at that. So if you guys checked out this morning, which I mean. Nobody was there, so nobody checked it out. But a little update on my drainage piping that was blocked off, clogged, whatever the fuck. My drainage line. Well, guess what? Unclogged that motherfucker. Damn right. Yes, I did. I know. I'm the best that's ever lived. So I bought like I think it's called a plumber snake. I think is what I got. Right? Bought a plumber snake. About 30 bucks. Broke it almost instantly, so I don't know how I did that. I still was able to use it to unclog the drain, which is pretty kick-ass. But yeah, no, broke it as soon as I got a hold of it. I don't even know how I broke it. I still don't understand what I did, but I broke it. So, and the shitty thing about those is like there's like this label and it tells you what it is. It tells you that you can hook up your drill, but it doesn't tell you like how to use it. And so you might be wondering if you've ever used one. Oh, maybe the problem was you had it locked and you were still spinning it. Nope, I did not have it locked. It just nothing worked. I don't know what I fucking did, but I broke it. But luckily, was still able to use it to unclog the drain, and now. Life is good once again. The complication is over. Thank you, Lord. Love to see it. Yeah, we'll start picking up fire orbs. I mean, ultimately, it doesn't matter. So, anyway. Life continues to be the way that it is, and we keep living our lives and enjoying it. That's what I gotta say about that. It did feel pretty good to get it unclogged. And it was kind of funny because I didn't realize it was unclogged until I lift my snake out of there. And then I looked over to my right and I noticed the puddle was gone. And then I looked over to the left where the washer machine hooks up to the drain. And I'm like, oh, I unclogged it. Hell yeah. So... we'll see how long that lasts. Essentially what I did is I was just smashing it in there. Fucking just like I was jerking off the biggest stick that's ever existed. I was just like, boom, 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 you know? So hopefully I didn't break the pipe. I don't think I did, though. The pipe would have to be pretty brittle. Because, again, it's a spring-loaded thing, right? So kind of the cool thing about the snake is it's spring-loaded, which means... it's firm, but not so firm that you break stuff, and I think that's supposed to be the point of it. It's just firm enough for you to just kind of like break apart any clog. I think that's the point of it. Hopefully I didn't just like poke a hole through my fucking drainage system and now it's just pooling underneath my house. I hope not. Because that would be bad. You know, whatever. Okay, we need to get aggression back on the menu. So, if you guys are wondering what we're doing, we're just trying to get to level 90 defense, and once we get to level 90, I think we're going to be swapping over to range. Or mage. No, we'll be swapping over to magic. Absolutely is what we'll be swapping over to, is just magic. Hell yeah. Look at all this stuff. I'm loving every bit of it. Every bit of it. Come on, give me all this juicy summoning materials. Hell yeah. So, I've ruined my my YouTube experience. I really have. There's a bunch of YouTubers that I used to watch and enjoy, and because I've started to dip my toes into the commentary community, just because, like, I work 12-hour shifts, right? And there's only so much of that time you can spend listening to, like, a book on the Chinese Cultural Revolution, right? There's only so much time you can spend listening to horror stories before you get bored, or Reddit, or, like, stuff like that. So eventually, you start to swap through genres, and then before you know it, there's this cesspool of mud just waiting for you. And you're looking around, and you're like, well, I haven't jumped in the mud yet, maybe that'll be fun. So then you kind of dip your toes in the mud, and you're like, you know what? I thought the mud was gonna be horrible and icky, but it's not so bad. Maybe I can just, like, slide my whole body in. And then you slide right into the mud, and you're like, oh, fuck. Oh my god. So that's, yeah. So, people that I used to watch, I can't watch anymore. You know, like, I'm a huge believer in separating the artist from the art, right? But, like, when it comes to, like, commentary, the problem is if you're making political discussions, if you are critiquing media, your personal beliefs affect your perception and how you engage with any topic. So, like, let's say you're a political streamer and you think it's okay to, like, sext a minor. Guess what? Your political takes are affected by that, okay? Let's say you like critiquing media, and you're like, okay, cool, he's reviewing movies, and then, you know, it comes out that you are like a I'm gonna leave it at that, and you're just like, oh, okay, so that one opinion is going to affect how you engage with media. So I'm not really interested in your opinions anymore. It sucks, right? It sucks. Because I'm over here just trying to enjoy media from people who are talented, or at least people who I think are talented, just to find out that they're fucking freaks and psychos. And yeah, it's really depressing. So that's kind of been frustrating for me. Yeah. No, just like two people that I used to watch and enjoy, I can't anymore. And that's because I had to slide into the mud. I didn't have to slide into the mud. And I make jokes, right? But actually, I'm really happy that I did. Because, like I said, I'm not watching or paying attention to them anymore out of, like, some, like, moral condemnation. Like, I could never. Right? Like, if they were making music, I wouldn't give a fuck. Unless they started making, like, music about whatever their weird degeneracy is. No, it's because I can't engage with your political opinions if you believe that kind of stuff. Right? And, like, your opinion vroom, starts to come down. It's like, vroom, okay, yeah. Your opinion is not as valuable to me anymore if you participate in that type of degenerate behavior. So, you know, whatever. It does kind of make me sad though, because it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, oh, cool. So, you know, I fell victim to people who are really smooth talkers. Great, sweet, awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, no, cool. Yeah, no, apparently I'm retarded. Great. You'll love to see it. I'm just plain fucking retarded. You know, it's funny because like we fool ourselves, especially when we're like listening to politics or philosophy. We fool ourselves into thinking that, oh, actually, I'm not falling for a slick-talking, narcissistic sociopath. I'm actually engaging with the arguments and paying attention to what they say, and I enjoy what they say because they're smart, intelligent people, and they're, you know, making me think about it. And then you find out that, you know, they're just total degenerates, and you're like, oh, wait a minute. Did I get tricked? I think I got tricked. Yeah, so, yeah. You know, it's kind of like, this is going to be funny, right? But, nah, I'm so afraid to even, like, talk about that kind of stuff. But we'll bring it up just for shits and giggles, right? Like, so you got, Destiny, right? You know, he gets into the situation that he's in. I'm not going to provide the context. If you want to look it up, go look it up. Have fun with that. It just makes me squirm just thinking about that kind of stuff. But then, like, he addresses certain controversies, and he talks about certain things, and guess what? His perspective is affected by his degeneracy, which means his takes are also affected by it as well. So, yep. Great. Depressing. That's all I'm finding out, you know? So, anyway, whatever. Fuck it, you know? Fuck it. You know, what are you gonna do? There's nothing you can do but just roll with the punches, you know? So, it's kind of funny, right? Like, I would watch and listen to people on YouTube, and I'm like, you know, these people are way cooler than Hollywood weirdos, right? Like, they're so much cooler. They're more like me, you know? They're more relatable, and you know, they're fun, and they're not so serious, and they make edgy jokes, and I make edgy jokes, and they seem pretty chill, and you know, life, like, you know, they're not like some uptight, weird psycho from Hollywood. And then, like, you find out about who they are, and then you're like, oh, fuck, they are just a weird psycho from Hollywood. In fact, they're probably worse than a weird psycho from Hollywood. And then life is shitty once again, so. I don't know. Life is depressing. Oh, let's pick up all this shit, right? Hell yeah. Let's eat all this shit. Yeah. Eat all of it. Just get in there and eat all that shark, dude. Eat that shark, boy. Oh, hell yeah. Pick up that rune plate. You know you want to pick up that rune plate. It is what it is. So, what did I want to talk about? I know I always have tons of things to talk about. I just can't think of it just quite yet. Give me a second while I pull up my little notepad of fun and awesomeness. So, what I like to do is whenever I have a thought that particularly like tickles me, that makes me happy and makes me think, oh wow, I'm the smartest person who's ever lived, right? Whenever I have a thought like that, I like to write it down in a notepad, because I'm inevitably gonna forget it, you know? So, let's see. Let's have some fun. Ooh, numbers. Ooh, sexy. Why is nobody attacking anybody? I still have the aggression potion. Like, come on, guys. There we go. So, for whatever reason, YouTube Shorts has decided that I'm interested in Counter-Strike, which I'm not. I have no interest in Counter-Strike. But not like normal Counter-Strike, like the game. No, the skins, right? And so there's, I think he's called like Omnipixel or something like that. I think he's from Germany. I've been recommended his content over and over again, and it's literally just like this grown-ass man who's probably in his like mid-30s freaking out about like gun skins. And, you know, like, I make fun, but some of these gun skins are worth, like, $12,000, right? It's, like, psychotic, right? And you're just looking at it. And it's funny because the way that they talk about those Counter-Strike skins is the same way somebody talks about, like, a Rolex or something. He's like, check it out. It's this diamond-encrusted, fucking gold-plated, like, fucking... The inside of it is made of, like, fucking, I don't know, like, fucking titanium cogs and... whatever people talk about, you know? And you're just listening to them and you're like, wow, like, they talk about Counter-Strike skins the same way a nerd talks about a Rolex watch, you know? So, I don't know, like, that's my take on that. Like, I make fun, but, you know, they own something, like, I don't think anything on my computer is worth that much. Like recently I just did a Steam evaluation of how much my profile is worth. I think it's only worth like $2,000. Which is really depressing. But it just shows you that it's actually good because it shows you how like quickly games become devalued. Which is good. Which is good. And that's kind of the thing that I love about the medium, is the medium is actually really class friendly, right? The medium is really class friendly, you know? It's propped up by the whales, right? And that's with every game, it's propped up by the whales, right? So like the people who want to play day one or early access, or they want to buy skins and all this other stuff, they can shell out all the fucking money. Meanwhile, someone like myself just has to wait a couple months and then the game's already on sale. And then if you have even less money, like you're working minimum, if you're making minimum wage and you can only spend a couple of bucks a month on video games, all you gotta do is wait like, all you gotta do is wait like a couple of years, and all of a sudden the game's only worth $10, right? That to me is like super cool about video games. Like anybody from any economic status in America can participate in video games, which I think that's pretty cool. You know, like if you live near the only problem is if you potentially live in like an area where you can't just go to like a used game store. That's the only situation. Because even like, let's say you can't afford to buy a computer, you can't even afford to buy like a console. If you live like near an Entertain Mart or some local variant of a used property store, like a pawn shop, you should be able to find like an N64, a PlayStation, an Xbox 360. Fuck, you can even go on eBay and you can find like an Xbox 360 for, let's pull it up right now, because I'm talking mad shit, but I bet I could find an Xbox 360 for $200. Probably less even. I bet I could find it for less. eBay check this out in a second. We're gonna check it out in a sec. Just give me a second. Everybody chill. No, I don't want to be that close. Step over here. eBay. Xbox 360. Okay, that Xbox probably doesn't work. This Xbox comes with 4 controllers. You can buy the whole setup with 4 controllers and everything that you could possibly need for $229. You can buy this Xbox in excellent condition, slim console, for $144. You can buy this Xbox, 250 gigabyte, 3 controllers, with 14 games for $145, free delivery. Yeah, no, you can buy Xboxes super cheap. New listing, Xbox 360. Oh, hold on. Let's pick up all this stuff real quick. You can buy this Xbox, matte black with 9 games and 2 wireless controllers tested, so it works. You can buy a blue Xbox for 115 bucks. You know? So, yeah, it's a really approachable hobby, even if you don't have money. You know, which I think is pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. And then as soon as you, and this is the best part, as soon as you have the console, buying the games is super easy. You know, so I don't know. It's stuff like that that I can appreciate because, to be honest, I mean, let's be honest. Let's call a spade a spade. There's a lot of hobbies where unless you have money, you can't really get into it, you know? But movies is another one, too, where if you're the type of person who can sit down and really get into movies, hats off to you. I can't do that. But that's another hobby that's, like, super approachable, you know? And now, with Spotify, music, super approachable for people who do not have money. You know, if it wasn't for Spotify, I wouldn't know about math rock, shoegaze, all the various different subgenres of music that I've stumbled into, and that's all because of Spotify. Seriously, that's literally all because of Spotify. So I've been able to like really dig into classic music that I normally would never have listened to, and brand new music that's just coming out, right? To the music that I grew up listening to. So Spotify, that's another like big one. Like I know that Spotify's has had its controversy. Whenever someone's making more money than somebody else, people get upset. You know, I don't know. It is what it is. To me, it's like one of those things where it's like, hey, from the very beginning, we've always said that musicians should be making their money from touring anyway, and that you should not be upset that people are pirating your music, right? Like that's always the thing that people have said. That's the normal take, right? From the Napster days, right? People are pirating your music. I mean, you should be making music from touring anyway. Like that's what people would say about like Blink-182 and all these other, and Metallica, right? Like if you're a good musician, people are going to come out to your live shows, right? Okay, but Spotify enters the picture. Now, people don't have to illegally download it. People can have Spotify, and then the artist, depending on how many views they're getting, can get a little kickback. Oh, look at that. Now, instead of getting zero money, you're getting some money just for having your music on the platform. That's pretty kick-ass, right? But, you know, because Spotify is making so much money, all of a sudden it's like, well, that's bad. Well, why is it bad? Well, Spotify's making music, making money. And it's like, yeah, but you're making money now too. And arguably, not only are you making money, but you're increasing your online presence, which will translate into tickets. Like, wasn't the dream to be played on the radio, right? Like, wouldn't people, like, ask the radio to play their music? Am I, like, coming up with a fake reality? You know? Wasn't that the dream? So, I don't know. People are disingenuous snakes. I think that's what it is. The only reason I bring this up is there was a video a long time ago that I listened to by, what was it called? Who's that idiot? I think he's called Some More News or Some News or something like that. Just a total dork, you know? Listening to his takes is like, jeez, I'd rather like kill myself in a video game. Alright. Okay, hold on. Give me a minute. Draw that, okay. And then go back here. What the oh. Okay, yeah, I wasn't trying to activate my prayer. Oh, my prayer ran out. Okay. And let's throw that back in there. Let's craft this. Let's teleport to Taberley. And then get going. Yeah, you know, I don't know. That's the problem with a political view. Or I should say a worldview. Because it's more than just a political view, it's a worldview. Like, a political view I don't feel is all encompassing as a worldview. So that's the problem with having a worldview, is that it affects everything, and it makes you lazy, because instead of like approaching each topic with the nuance and uniqueness that it deserves, you just take your worldview, you plaster it over top of it, and then you go, well, my worldview states that Spotify is $1 million company making a shit ton of money off the backs of artists that are not making any money, therefore Spotify is bad because these musicians are not making as much money as they should be making. I don't know. They're making passive income, so it's, yeah, I don't know. Good luck convincing me that to feel bad. I wish I could be making passive income. That sounds sexy. And that's just for putting their music on Spotify. And then if you're someone like me, who, if I listen to a song, guess what? If I like it, I'm buying the album. Here's the perfect example of this. On Spotify, I ran into this song, Defense of the Heart, Echo. Can you guys see this? I don't know. Okay, you probably can't see this. It's Defense of the Heart EP by To the Tide. Came out in 2025. And the song in particular that I'm in love with is called Echo. Spotify's the reason I found that song. I loved it so much I bought the album. Or the EP. Hold on, it's gonna get to the best part. Just give it a second. Here it is. You ready? Dude. The rhythm? It's like gravity. The rhythm is based on gravity, dude. It sounds, I don't know, it sounds so cool. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love that song so much. So, I don't know. Whatever. People are the way that they are, and you can't change that. So, you know, if someone's making more money than somebody else, people will always feel indignant and upset and cry about it. It is what it is. You know. It's kind of like YouTube is actually the perfect example. Imagine like getting upset at YouTube because YouTube makes fucking billions of dollars. Meanwhile, there are some YouTubers who don't make any money. Oh no. Yeah, I don't know, fam. I don't know. That's a tough sell for me, Chief. That is a tough sell for me. Let's sell all this stuff. That's literally going to be a mill? Oh my god. Oh my god, that's so much money. I've made over 2 mil. Made over 2 mil. That's pretty sexy. 107 mil. Slowly but surely we're climbing back. We are climbing back. Remember, the reason we are so low right now, is because we bought this little fucker right here, Luck of the Dwarves. But, you know, it was worth. It was worth. It will be worth it someday. Not quite yet, but soon. Soon. Okay, let's see. What do I want to do? We are so far away from 90. Do I really want to go back? Should we train some Necro? Let's train some Necro real quick. You know, why not, dude? Let's train some Necro. Woo! Okay, do I have everything that I want? I think, oh, no. There we go. Now I have everything that I want. Draenor. And we still got quite a ways before we have to start making ink again, so. I kind of just want to get to 99 Necro. It'd be kind of sexy, right? Oh, let's catch that ghost implant before he runs away. Get him. Get that little son of a bitch. Get him. Get that little motherfucker. Get that little motherfucker. Got him. Got him. What did he give us? Oh, did he just give us XP? Okay. Oh, hold on. There we go. Okay. Back to basics. basics. Inspect. 13.9. It's so much easier to play this on the computer than it is on the phone. Holy crap. Holy crap. I bet an iPad wouldn't be so bad too, but playing on the phone, playing mobile is pretty rough. But I mean, like, credit where credit's due. The only reason I got back into RuneScape is because it's on mobile. And the only reason I got back on RS3 is again because it's on mobile. Do you have to be a member to play RS on mobile? I hope not. If that's the case, you are missing out on a huge player base. You want to get these kids when they're young, you know, before they get on Roblox. If you can get kids before they get on Roblox, you can get them hooked forever, you know? Oh, whoops. I'm supposed to hit here first. Here we go. Baby dragon bands. Baby dragon bands. Okay. I was about to say, we should be doing powerful mementos. We are almost halfway there. And we're almost halfway through 93. Right? Yep, we're almost 94. Now remember, 103 is where we want to be. And the two things that we want, a powerful memento and a robust memento, are the two things that we want. Powerful memento, perfect. If we can get at least one per ritual, we can stay on powerful memento for a little bit. Forever, realistically. 1 bones. You have been awarded 1 bones. Come on, one more powerful memento. Oh, fragile memento. Life is exhausting. But it's only exhausting because I make it exhausting. Life could be a lot more relaxed if I was relaxed. But good luck with that. And then when we get down to 10 seconds, we'll go over to the ritual box. I've had some crazy takes recently that I've been sharing with my friends, but I can't think of them just yet. I need to be more diligent with writing everything down. Get this motherfucker. Perfect. I mean, getting greater necroplasm has its place because it's actually. We don't have to waste other, like, regular necroplasm. We don't have to waste that. Right? Which is, or regular necroplasm, I think, is what I'm thinking of. We don't have to waste it to get greater necroplasm. If we just get it from dispelling any, what would you call it? Distractions during the ritual. Get rid of this guy. Fragile memento. Come on. I think we're cooked. Oh no, I think we're cooked. Yeah, we're cooked. Oh, 2 of them. Okay. I don't remember getting 2 of them, but I guess we got 2 of them. I seriously do not remember getting 2 of those fuckers. That's okay. I'm not gonna argue. I'll take it. I do have a crazy take that I'm wondering about. Okay, so let's think about this for a moment. If toxic masculinity leads to fascism, okay? Then toxic femininity leads to hedonism. Yeah, I think I'm cool with that. You know, the joke, women be shopping. There you go. And that's why whenever... Oh, we got a broken memento. That's cool. Not what we want. We want powerful mementos. A robust memento, not the worst thing in the world. Could be better. Especially if we were like level 99, so that we could get close to 400. Soul attraction. 400 is the max, right? 1, 2, 3. Dangerous, extreme, high, medium, low. So yeah, that's my hot take. That's my hot take. I refuse to explain it. Of course I'm gonna explain it. So fascism is also extreme control, right? So the opposite of extreme control is freedom. And what is like the bad side of freedom? Hedonism, right? A lack of self-control, right? And if we acknowledge too much self-control is bad, then not enough self-control is also bad. So I stand by this. Toxic masculinity leads to fascism. Toxic femininity leads to hedonism. And you can see that whenever a culture becomes, what's the word, a little too comfortable, has too many resources, life becomes too easy, all of its people become mass degenerates, soft, hedonistic, directionalist, you know? Directionless. Oh, we got a powerful memento. Isn't that sexy? I'll take that. I'll take a powerful memento. Uno memento. Already at 349. Not bad. So here's the deal that we're gonna make. As soon as I run out of powerful mementos, I think I'm gonna stop playing for the night. What do you guys think of that? As if there's people to even ask. But you know what they say, fake it till you make it, right? Spirit memento. Yeah, leveling up Necro is so easy. Holy crap. By the way, this is 349,000. Just in case you were wondering. Pimple right on my left shoulder, right up here, right at the top. Oh, we got 39, so that's actually not so bad. And we're gonna sell all this just for shits and giggles. Still not a powerful memento. This might be the last one. Oh, it's looking like it. It's looking like this will be the last one, folks. Well, it was fun while it lasted. Yeah, I don't know. Life kind of sucks. No way. No way. Oh. I guess I'll be taking you, dear sir. Looks like we got one more after this. No, 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 no. Get the wandering ghost. Get the wandering ghost. Hurry. Hurry, 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 hurry. Oh, so lucky. I want to see something real quick. Oh, 20 buckets of slime. Buckets of slime. 55 ectoplasm. Oh, dude. Fuck. Buckets of slime. So 450. Yeah, I think you could still make money by using magic paper. I think you could still make money using magic paper. Because if you have all your multipliers, that should be about 450%. Which is just, 400%. Alright, I think this is it, folks. I think this is all she wrote. To the Grand Exchange. Did I just cheat the system? Guys, did I just cheat? Did I just find the hack? I didn't have to pull out any extra money for that. I just sold my ectoplasm. No way. No way. Wow. Alright, folks, that's it. That's all she wrote. I better get off. See you guys. Have a great night. I'm gonna